ORAS. Didn't even get to bronze.
What is going on YouTube? Super Equixo here, and today I am bringing you a couple of Pokemon Showdown battles. The first set being a best 2 out of 3 in the PU format. I had one of my friends. He's going to be hopefully commentating with me in a future video. Don't know when that's going to happen, but just stay tuned for that. Should be fun. But anyways, let's just jump right into the first game. He leads off with his Bastiodon. I lead off with my Graveler. I go to set up rocks. I assume he's going to do the same thing, which he does. This turn I go for Rock Blast just because I really want to break his 30. If I can hit him 3 or 4 times, I know his leftovers won't put him back at 100. And I just hit him 3 times, which means his leftovers is actually going to put him back at 99%. At this point, I could have used Self-Destruct, but I assumed he would switch out because he didn't have his 30 anymore. And he actually switched into Ninjask, which was weird. I used the Earthquake, just assuming he would stay in with Bastiodon. I should have used the Rock Blast again because Ninjask would be dead, and I wouldn't have to deal with anything. I knew he was going to use Protect because this is how he uses his Ninjask. He switches in, protects, and then Baton passes right away. So I did go for Rock Blast again because I didn't think he'd go back into Bastiodon on a new Rock Blast. If it hit 3 or 4 times, would do a decent chunk of damage to anything that switched in. Unfortunately, it only hit twice. I went for the Explosion because I was not about to get hit with a Scald or a Hydro Pump or whatever he was going to send in. And since the rain is up, I do send in my Wailord. I assume he's going to be good here and switch out and not take the Hydro Pump, but he stays in and takes the Ice Beam. I was like, okay, maybe he'll switch out now, because he doesn't know I'm Choice Spec, which I am. Ice Beam again, he stays in for some reason. I don't know why. I should have probably switched out at this point. I don't know what he's doing with all these body slams. Wailord weighs 1,000 pounds. So I switched into Leafeon just because I know Grass is going to do some damage to him. He does the Body Slam again. My Leafeon is max HP, max attack. He is super bulky, so I'm not going to be taking a lot of damage from that. I go ahead and knock off his leftovers just so that Leafeon can do some damage to him without having to worry about any of it getting amplified back. Go for the Swords Dance because his Body Slam's obviously not doing anything. And this turn I go for the knockoff or the Leaf Blade. I cannot remember which. I believe I went for the knockoff expecting the switch. I used Natural Gift, that's what it was. Yeah, he's holding the berry that makes Natural Gift a fire type. Unfortunately, he switched into something that died right away, so it just wasted it. I knock up his Blossom. Somehow I'm faster. Somehow he does not have Chlorophyll on it. I asked him about it. He said he didn't feel like running Chlorophyll. No idea why, so my slow AF Leafeon's going to outspeed him. He goes back into Bastiodon. I Leaf Blade, take that thing out. Absolutely no issues whatsoever. Leafeon is putting in work right now. Carnivine comes in. I know I'm going to outspeed it because he never puts Speedy Bees in anything, so I just knock off. Assault Vest does nothing for it. All his defensive EVs he had did nothing for it, and I just beat it down with one knockoff. He sends Electro in. I stay in because I don't really want anything to come in on it because all my stuff is really weak to physical moves that I have left. Graveler was my only defensive wall, so I just let the Leafeon die. I didn't know I had Fire Fang. I figured it would survive anything else. It didn't. So I send in Raichu. I Volt Switch because I know I'll outspeed and I want to see how much damage my Volt Switch is actually going to do. It did about 30%, so I was like, oh, okay, that's awesome. I can send it back in after sacrificing heat more. Because burn damage is going to put it low enough where hopefully Thunderbolt will do about 45%. I Thunderbolt, I do 35%, which was really, really unfortunate. I, fingers crossed, was hoping I put it down low enough for burn to kill it this turn. And I didn't. It just leaves at 1 HP with the burn. So I send in Grumpig. Even after rocks, I'm pretty sure with all the defense EVs I have in it, it can survive anything. And it barely lives with 10% HP. On that turn, I went for the Calm Mind because, like I said, I was hoping it would survive whatever would happen to it. The burn takes out the Luxray. Grumpig is looking pretty nice right now. I didn't know what this thing was going to do, so I went for the Toxic, which misses. And he ended up going for the Giga Drain, which did nothing because I had the special defense boost. So now I'm just going to go for the Psychic because I know for sure I outspeed it. And with the boost, it should be able to kill. And it does. And that is game 1 in the books. We're going to hop into game 2 because, like I said, this is a best 2 out of 3. And I will see you guys on the other side. And we are back for game 2. This is the same exact team. Like I said, best 2 out of 3. Let's hop right in. No hesitation. Same exact leads again. I go for Stealth Rocks. He goes for Stealth Rocks. It's boring. I Rock Blast again. Same strat as before. Trying to break that sturdy. Trying to get it down low enough where leftovers won't revive it. Or get it back to 100. And unfortunately, it only hits twice this time. So he's right back to sturdy. Which sucks. He does the exact same play again. And I Earthquake that time because I figured that's exactly what was going to happen. He Scalds, and that was why I exploded last game because I was not trying to have that happen. Unfortunately, he remembered and he learned. I send in Leafeon knowing he can't really do anything. He Psyshocks, and I was super confused why he even stayed in. I thought he was going to switch, which is why I went for the Swords Dance. He rain dances, no idea why. Again, I thought he was going to switch. He's been bad these 2 games, so I had no idea what I should even do. He gets the burn because I thought he was going to stay. I thought he was going to switch out. He didn't switch out. I was so confused as to why he did not switch out. And unfortunately, that gets my Leafeon burnt. Luckily, I got 2 Swords Dances off, so the burn is pretty much negated. And it's as if I had 1 Swords Dance off, which is so lucky on my part. The burn is almost going to kill me. And on this turn, I believe I go for the Leaf Blade just to hit something really hard. I think I go for Knockoff or Leaf Blade. I went for Knockoff, which I should have went for Leaf Blade. I should have predicted Bastiodon coming in. I did not, so Leafeon is going to die. And it turns out him being worse than I thought he was actually killed my Leafeon, which is the equivalent of him being good. No idea. This time, I do not predict him to be good and switch. I predict him to be garbage and stay in. So I Hydro Pump Choice Specs, easily take out the Bastiodon. I'm not going to mess with that Blossom's Giga Drain, so I do switch in to Heatmore. Heatmore takes the Sleep Powder. Unfortunately, he's unconscious for 2 turns, 3 turns, I can't remember which. He takes the Resisted Giga Drain. Again, not sure why he's staying in when he could just switch to Luxray or to Ninjask. He stays in, takes the Fire Blast. The Rain, it makes the Fire Blast not do as much as it should have. I'm Steel type, luckily I resist the Dazzling Gleam. One more Fire Blast is going to do it, especially with the Rain stopping. So again, I do go for the Fire Blast. He switches into Ninjask, sacks it, so Fire Blast basically does nothing. But at the same time, it's as if Fire Blast took out the Ninjask, so I'm not too upset about it. He switches in Dodrio, and this is hilarious. I Sucker Punch. He goes for Fury Cutter, and the Fury attack misses. I was so happy. I Sucker Punch again, get the KO. Heatmore, putting in work with Dodrio's horrible accuracy. It's incredible. I go for Sucker Punch one more time just because I know he's going to attack and kill it. My Life Orb takes me out, which is fine. He was dead anyways, but putting him at 53 is perfect. Perfect, because now Raichu can come in after the burn. Volt Switch again. Unfortunately, I don't really go that strategy this time just because I knew Grumpig could take the thing. I go for Psychic, and it survives. The burn is not going to be able to kill it once again. I was trying to put it in range for burn to just kill itself. It doesn't, so now I'm going to go into Raichu. Raichu, do I go into Raichu? I cannot remember. I believe I go into Raichu. Nope, I go into Wailord. Wailord against the Blossom. I have the Ice Beam, which is why I did it actually, now that I remember. And I just Ice Beam, and I sweep it 2-0 to me in the PU tier. This just shows how fun PU can be, and how fun tiers other than OU and Ubers are. This is just good fun. It takes more skill, more strategy to use worse Pokemon on a good team. And I really enjoy using them. But like I said, I am bringing you a few videos, not just 2. So there's one more battle right after this one, and we're going to hop into that one right now. So this is a funny little cup team that I'm bringing you guys. I've not seen many Little Cup videos posted, so I figured I might as well be the one to do it. And Little Cup is hilarious. Unfortunately, a lot of Little Cup teams are just like one Pokemon holding any item, and then the other 5 are holding Eviolites. This team is not that way, and his team is not that way, so it actually made it a little bit more fun. The only 2 holding Eviolite on my team are the Mantike, or not Mantike, oh man, I can't even remember the Pokemon's name. What is it? Yeah, it is Mantike. I was right. The Mantike and the Coughing are the only 2 Pokemon holding Eviolite on my team because they're on my walls. So let's just hop in. Enough chit-chat. Let's get it started. I lead with Shodown. He leads with Apom. Every time he has an Apom or Ambipom on his team, he always leads with it. So I knew he was going to fake out. I know him like the back of my hand. Coughing is my defensive wall. He takes the fake out like a champion. He double slaps, which hits 5 times, because this is where I realized he had Skill Link. As soon as I hit 5 times, I knew. I go for the Willows to try to make that deal as little damage as possible, which it lands, thankfully, and his Apom's going to be doing nothing to me. He Fire Punches. 10%, Coughing shrugs it off, no big deal. Sludge Bomb. Hits for 54.5% of health. Burn takes him down even farther. He goes for the Double Slap again, not sure why. It does 5% per slap, so it actually is higher than the Fire Punch. I don't know his full moveset, but I do know it's Fire Punch, Fake Out, and Double Slap. Not sure why I went for the Fire Blast and revealed that I had it, especially with the accuracy on it when I could just went for Sludge Bomb again. Anyways, I figured I could survive anything Krogook wanted to do and Pain Split, and I survived the Fake Out, which I didn't know he was going to do. And fortunately I survived that, and then survived the Bullet Punch again and get the Pain Split off. He bulks up. Not too worried about it because I have the Will-O-Wisp, which now puts him back at neutral attack, which is terrific. Burns in and damages him some more, so he's forced to go for another bulk up just to get his attack back to where he wanted it to be, which he does, and I Sludge Bomb. He resists it, but I figured it would do enough to 2-hit him after burn, which it does, even with his Black Sludge recovery. He's going to go for the Bullet Punch again, which He's barely above neutral attack, so it's still going to do nothing to Coughing. And he Sludge Bombs again. That's another KO under Coughing's belt. He sends in Deerling knowing I have the Fire Blast. I resist fighting, man. I'm a poison type. What are you doing? Fire Blast hits. 19% health remaining. And I get the burn. Epic, epic burn. I didn't really need it to survive because I can just Sludge Bomb and kill it. He Seeds Bombs. I'm poison. I resist that, man. Do your homework. Read a wiki. Boom. Sludge Bomb. Critical hit. Super effective. Get out of here. He goes into Togepi. I'm the poison type. You're a fairy. I Pain Split you down a little bit. Get my HP back up. He Encores me into Pain Split. I'm not about that life, so I switch into Mantike, my special defensive wall, because I know Togepi's a special attacker. Mantike takes it like it's no problem. I get the Scald. Goes down to 10. Could not get the burn. He Morning Suns, and since I know he has Morning Sun, I'm going to Rain Dance now. So his Morning Sun's going to stop healing him for as much. Boom, just like that, he's not gaining all that XP back. Scald in the rain, and I get the burn. That is beautiful. He Encores me into Scald. I'm like, okay, why are you Encoring me into my super powerful attacking move, bro? And you send in Kabuto? Are you trying to lose? He's trying to lose. I'm telling you guys, he's trying to lose. Beautiful, beautiful Mantike performance. I wanted to show this Little Cup video because it's my 2 walls that sweep. I didn't get to use Rattata, I didn't get to use Axew, I didn't get to use Abra, and I switched Shodown out right at the beginning. It was my two walls were my sweepers. It was hilarious. It was a fun battle. I love Little Cup. It is just a great format, great tier. Even though it is full of Eviolite abuse and star use and shit. But we don't play with that regular crap. Me and John, we play with like random stuff. We don't gimmick. We are just hilarious, fun Pokemon teams we make all the time. And I really hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to bring you guys some team builds in the future, some more how to use videos, and some more Pokemon guides. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos. And I will see you guys when I see you guys.